and welcome back to Scrapbooking Adventures, Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today, I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo of my son and his crazy hair after bath night with my husband. So I've already matted my photo with blue cardstock. I used my We Are Memory layer guide to get the perfect edges of 3/16 of an inch. And then I used my Tim Holtz Distresser to give this just a little bit of a textured look. Now, I'm going to take my 8x8 paper and I am going to do some mixed media. I'm taking this stencil from, I believe, Echo Park. I'm not sure where I got it from. And I am going to be using Heidi Swapp Metallic Black texture paste. I've tried to find refills on this because I really like the white or pearl, and I just haven't had any luck. I've had this for, I don't know, a lot of years. It was on clearance when I bought it for $1.99, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm going to start with getting some texture paste on here. Let's see. I want to get as many arrows as possible when I place this down. I think that looks good right there. Do I want to do it at an angle? I do, so I can get some more arrows. Okay, so I just put a little dab there, and I make sure that I am rubbing to get all of the texture paste on there, trying not to go to the edge so I don't have random black lines. On the edge of the paper, it doesn't really matter because I've got my glass mat. Looks like I probably will need a little bit more texture paste. So you just kind of take your time trying to fill in all of the holes. To get this to be super flat, which is what I like, I am, instead of going like this, I am pretty much flat on my, I can't remember what this thing is called, spatula, to get all of the modeling paste off. I go flatter. Okay, I don't want that arrow, but I do want this one here. I want this one here, just in case my photo doesn't cover it up. Okay, I'm going to go it over one more time. Make sure all of the holes are filled. And got a little bit more texture paste still on my thing, which is good. Okay. Now I don't really care about right here because it should be covered up. Just like that. I'll use my handy dandy baby cloth, which I haven't decided if I'm going to wash this or just throw it away. I have so many baby cloths. Okay, I'm going to wipe the back of the stencil. Actually, let's just wipe the front and then, or lay it down, face down on my other baby cloth, and then wipe this one because I don't want this to happen. Oh, okay. That's okay. So I'm going to rotate my stencil so I still am using the same sides. I'm going to add my texture paste. Get as many arrows as I possibly can. Hold it super still. Now you could, which I probably should have done, use tape around the edges so that you don't risk getting modeling paste outside the stencil. But I didn't do that. Oh well. Okay, see how I'm slowly going around right up against the edge. Whew, damn. Got a little outside the stencil there. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Moving my fingers gently. I don't want that half arrow there. It looks weird, I think. So when I use stencils, I typically use modeling paste with them. I don't think I've ever used anything else. Not paint, not ink. I just really like the way that modeling paste looks. Okay, moment of truth. Boom. So I got a little extra modeling paste there. That's okay. I'm gonna move this up so I don't get this black. I'm gonna put the lid on there. And I'm gonna go wash my stencil. It's important to wash your stencil right away when you're using modeling paste, so I will be right back. Okay, I have cleaned my workspace. I'm gonna let this dry. Let's check it out. I think that's gonna look really good. So next, I am going to, you know what, I think I want to, just kidding. I am going to put modeling paste on every side. Yep. So we're not done with that yet. Okay, so I've cleaned my workspace. Now I have to let this dry. Look how cute that turned out. My own personal background page. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside to dry. Oh, I don't want to put it on other paper. Okay, put it right there. It shouldn't take that long. Okay, and then I have some specific alphas that I want to use. Where are they? There they are. See, look at, they look like bubbles. So I think my, yeah, I've got lots of them. See, I think my title is going to be Bath Time Hair Don't Care. So let's see. Bath. H. No H. Okay. I'll have to put it on. So let's see. I'll do this one for bath time. Hair. Don't care. I think, and I want to look at my embellishments real quick before I decide on my font, because I've got these and I've got this and this. Okay. It'd be kind of fun to bring in the yellow. You know, you wish they'd put the price tags not on top of the flippin' stickers. Come on, people. I'll pull the blue. we gotta put it on some wax paper. I hope. Okay. Bath time, hair don't care. How cute is that? Little bubbles. Bath time, hair don't care. Okay. So I kind of want to use. Should I use yellow? Cute. Okay, got that on there. That took a ridiculous amount of time. I am going to pop up these ones on foam. Let's see what I want to do for embellishments. That is super tall. I'm gonna take that apart. This is actually like a double embellishment. See, now I have two duckies. There's one, and there's two. Splash, splash, and I'm taking a bath. Ba-da-da-da. Let's see. Okay. And then these guys can go right here. Okay. And then, don't think I have any other bubbles on this. That's okay. Let's see. I could put that boat on there. I think I'll put glossy accents on that too so it looks kind of shiny, and I'll put it on this one too to finish this bubble out. I think that's going to be my page. Oh, I need to put journaling on here since I didn't with my title. So I will put that down just a little bit. Let's write out the journaling. I'm going to use this paper sketch. Let's see what my journaling is going to be. So this is what happens when Daddy gives a bath. The hair looks crazy. Oh, I want an arrow. I want an arrow to point to. Okay. Just like that, and I'm going to let it float down here. Okay, with the rubber ducky, like that, and then I want an arrow pointing. I've got my handy dandy Elizabeth Craft Design Planner Essential dies that have a whole bunch of arrows. I really wanted to use this one, but actually I could just use the inside of it. It's an outline arrow. I think I want this one. Oh, I could do this one too. It's a little bit of a different arrow. Let's see what size I want. So I got that one. Oh, or I have this guy and I can just cut it off and go like that and cut it off right there. So let's do all three. This is too big. Now that I'm looking at it, too big. Too big, too big, too big. Okay. So this one could work as well. Okay. And I think I'm going to do it in light blue. So let's see if I've got some light blue paper that's solid. When I'm looking for that kind of solid paper, I bought these, and that looks close. That's too dark. Let's see. Do I have a light color? And this. And I love these for matting. That's actually what I used for. That's purple. I could do yellow, but I don't really want to. Okay. I think I'll use this one. Okay, it's this one. Rub-a-dub-dub. Yeah, because it's got pattern. I don't want a pattern. I just want solid. I always try to go to the closest to the edge when die cutting because it saves your plates, and I get my plates secondhand. So the middle of my plate is very worn, which is fine, right? But when it comes to little guys like this, let's see, I am going to die cut it multiple times. If I could find the other arrow that just fell. Really? Well, I'm not sure where it went. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's going the wrong way. I could do that one. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. I'll put these aside to use on a different layout. I'm going to die cut this several times so I can make it 3D. Because a lot of my page is going to be 3D. Which is fun. Because I'm going to pop the bath time part up on foam. The rubber ducky is already on foam, which I'm not actually sure about. The foam is just a single foam dot, so I'm going to have to use a different foam dot to make sure. I'm just going to do this 3 times. That it's even, because right now it's kind of wobbly. And I got, I think, that rubber ducky thing from Paper House Productions? Yeah, Paper House Productions. And I've noticed that typically their 3D embellishments are really 3D. Okay, I'm just going to glue it all together before I cut, because I'm not going to cut until I know for a fact where my title is going to be. So have those lined up. Okay, just use some Tombow Mono Liquid Aqua. Oh, I've got ink on my flippin' hands. Press it together. I don't recommend this with ink on your hands because you can transfer the color to your die cut because of the glue. Okay, so I'll let that be. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this with just some ATG. Make sure it's straight. With my handy dandy T-square ruler. Hang on. Okay, I'm 2 inches from that side, and I'm 2 inches from that side, so actually I'm in the center, which is awesome. Okay, that's done. Now, we're going to pop that up on foam. Do I pop these up? Meh, why not? Right? Why not? This is just Dollar Tree foam. Man, I wish I had my non-stick scissors because these are starting to stick. And you know how you fix that is you use the undo remover. You just put some of that stuff on a paper towel, rub your scissors through it, and they should be good as new afterwards. Okay, so that's done. And then I'm going to take this, see it's one foam dot, it's going to be super not. Okay, so I don't really want to pop it up actually. Now I'm going to work on my title. Okay, so my idea is that I'm going to try using these foam pieces. Got off Amazon, brand spanking new to me. I'm hoping what I can do is use a hole punch to punch circles. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I was hoping they were going to be double-sided. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch. I think 1 inch is going to be too big. Yeah. So, I'm hoping... Ooh. It worked. Look at that. Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. So I have foam, fun foam from Dollar Tree. So it's super thin and my punches would not punch it. And I think it's because it was so thin. This stuff has a double backing to it. And I think that makes it thick enough that my punches can go through it without it just concaving. This is awesome. And this stuff is thinner than this, which is okay with me. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's just make sure it's double sticky. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so, oh, you can't even tell. I will have to find the link for these below so that you guys can get some of these for yourself. That's so exciting. Okay, bath time, hair, don't care. I'm going to put this on first because I want to make sure that I have room for it. Okay, I'm going to start with the middle this time. Well, actually what I could do is just peel off the back of these, or one side, stick it on my letters, and then position them the way I need them to be. Oh, okay. That's awesome. So I can put that on foam if I want to. Look at that. How that just pops it up. That's amazing. I don't want them wonky. I want them like that. Okay. Okay, just like that. I'm going to use my washi tape to keep my T-square ruler in place. Now this is, I just use washi for these kinds of things that I don't necessarily like. So one side there, one side here. So that'll keep this in place, but now I need to actually adhere my page as well. Now washi can be sticky. Well, it is tape, right? So to get rid of the stickiness, you can either put it on your skin so it doesn't rip your page, or you can put it on your clothes to gather some. Okay. Yes, those are gonna look great. I've used these alphas in the past for something similar, and so I knew I had them in my stash. Wow. Ooh, let's see how. So by removing it, there we go. That looks better. Get it nice and straight. So remember I said I was going to add some glossy accents to these letters. I don't think I am anymore. One, because they are thin stickers. So I would have to add some exact size cardstock. Look at how straight that looks now. Exact size cardstock to them to give them extra oomph to hold up against the weight of the glue. And I don't want to do that. Okay. Nope, I wonder, well, if I go like this, and then I'm going to trim this off. Where's my scissors? There they are. Okay. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it with some tacky glue. That is cute. Okay. I think I do want to pop up this duck a little bit on foam. Now, I just want the body, so I always use the rest of this, right? Okay. Yeah, that should work really well. Right there. Okay. Actually. That looks great. Okay. And the reason I had to do that is because this has popped up on this and this and this and this. Yeah. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more even. Okay. Really wish I knew where my other bubble went. I'll put a bubble right here. I'll have to think about those. I may end up just making my own bubbles. Yes. Well, let's see. How did they make those? Okay. Well, I will deal with that in just a minute. Okay. I'm just going to eyeball this because it's not going to be straight if I use my square ruler. Okay, that's done. And that's done. Well, almost done. Right there. How cute is that? My cute little boy. I have this. I could I have some paper in here that was bubbles. Let's see. See, there's some bubbles there. I could cut out. That's a weird blue. Are there any other bubbles? Oh, you know what? I could punch out. That's not really the right blue either. Okay, but it's the closest thing that looks like water. So I'll use this side right here. Now where did my... There it is. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. You know what, I may... No, it's okay. I think 5 is going to be good, so... I wish I had a smaller circle punch. I think I'm just going to use these small guys then. Okay. Actually, if I can get it 1, 2, 3, I think that'll be good. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm going to use some quick dry on this, and then we'll use, I'll let it sit too long. There's one. There's 2. And there's 3. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to use some diamond glaze to make those look like bubbles, because that's how they did the ones in there. They just put some gloss on top. Let's see. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. That's done. Oops, that's done. And that one's done. Kind of mop up the side. There. I do see some bubbles inside the bubbles, so I'm going to wait for it to dry a little bit, and then I'll show you how I pull that up. And the drying is not going to take that long, so I'm going to just throw these away. I am going to put these back on here. I'll use some foam adhesive. No, what am I going to use? No, yeah, I'll use foam adhesive. That should be fine. Just cut. Let's see. Yeah, that should be perfect. Whew. I know I threw away the foam before, but 1, this foam is lower. 2, it's not going to be like a pop dot. Those were pop dots before. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay. And then these are going to go back on here. Well, I hope I can find that other bubble at some point in my life, and those are done and adhered. Okay, you can see the bubbles in this one and this one right here. So I'm taking my safety pin and I'm going to scoop them out. Let's see. So now my bubbles are attached here instead of in my bubble, or in my diamond glaze. So I am going to take my safety pin and I'm going to scoop the bubble out. And now, because I let it dry, it is on the end of my safety pin instead of inside my diamond glaze. I hope that makes sense. I don't have any bubbles to show you again, but all I did is I waited for it to dry a little bit. I went under the bubble and scooped it to the side. So then, because it's dry, it adheres to my safety pin, and then I can wipe it off my safety pin. Now, those will be my bubbles. I do need to add the date, because that is my finishing touch on all of my projects. So I have just a regular roller date stamp from the office supply store. And now I have to figure out when I took this picture. And October 15th. Let's see. I have seen some people actually put the date down here instead of on the photo. But I really want it on the photo. So I'm going to change this to be October 15th. Let's make sure it's actually going to write correctly this time. I'm going to put a piece of paper underneath where I plan to stamp, which will be right here. Or should I do it around down here? Oh. I think I'm going to put it up there. Well, is that going to take away from the... Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it in one of the corners instead of on the photo. And put it right there, right underneath that other arrow. So I'm going to move my paper so that I have a little bit of padding. Make sure that my stamp is the right way up. Try to get it as even as I can. And press. Hold it there for a minute. And pull up. Yeah, that's okay. So now I just wipe my stay stamp off. I only use StazOn with this, so I don't really care if it gets super clean. Okay. And that is done. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this layout. It was fun doing some mixed media that I don't normally do. And it was a super simple page because I felt like it wasn't that big of a story, so it didn't need a full 12 by 12. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and have a wonderful day.